not joking. All my guys, them know me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, and if you're new on this channel, don't you like this pretty face? Come on, like this video and please subscribe to my channel. Then you see that bell beside it, make sure you click it so that whenever I post new content, you'll be the very first to find out. So people, today's content, stray bullet is going to hit a lot of people. So if stray bullet hits you, touch you for high, touch you for head, just manage it like that, because we are going to be breaking table today. Anyway, before I go on, a big shout out to Your Taste Lifestyle, because I got this idea from her. Like, I was watching her video and I was just laughing and laughing, and I had a whole lot to say. I know if I type it in the comment section, it's going to be so long. I'm like, no way, I am going to break this table too on my channel. So shout out to you, Your Taste Lifestyle. Africans, Nigerians. See, I'm going to say Africans, Nigerians, because I am an African and I am also a Nigerian, right? Like, I didn't even know about so many African countries until I came to the UK. Today, you guys, we're just going to be talking about habits, behaviors, things that Africans, things that Nigerians do when they leave the chores of Africa, when they leave the chores of Nigeria, like things that Africans do when they come to the UK, when they come to the Obodo, when they travel to US, Canada. But because I live in the UK, I'm going to be talking about the things that I have seen, the things that I've experienced, that I think it must stop today. Like, after this video, you just need to think. Even me, I know some bullets will touch me too, and I'm going to talk to myself as well. But yeah, we can do better, guys. So number one, Africans. See, it does not hurt to help your fellow Africans. It does not hurt at all. I know it's very difficult for people to accommodate strangers, like just see someone online or along the road that is stranded and then you accommodate the person. I know it is like one of the most difficult things to do, and people even encourage you not to bring strangers into your home, and stuff like that. But yeah, it does not hurt to even help with something as little as information. For instance, these things that UK YouTubers are doing right now, I know it is hurting a lot of people. Some people don't like it. People are hurt that African content creators are informing Africans of what it's like to live abroad, how to migrate to the UK, how to migrate to Canada. Believe me, some persons are not happy about it. Some Africans, some Nigerians are not happy about it. I think they pain them, and I don't know why. In previous years, information went out there. Like myself, I did not know the different routes until I came into the UK, and I'm like, there are so many opportunities here. Why are people back home not aware of this? Like, some persons are not even happy. You know how it was like back then, when your aunties and your uncles will go to their Obodo and they will come back, all of you will surround them, they will give you sweets, they will give you chewing gum, give you all these small things that you'll be jumping. Some persons just want it to remain that way. Let me be going to Nigeria, let them see me as semi-god, but they don't actually want you, that they are giving those things, to come to the abroad, hustle and be able to fend for yourselves. Like, who do all these things? Take a look at Indians, Pakistanis. See, for instance, the UK, people keep saying Nigerians are all over the UK. It's a lie. Pakistanis, Asians, they full year. The top companies in these countries are owned by Pakistanis and Indians. You would think it's British people that owns them. No way. Pakistanis. Even most GP surgeries, this GP surgery partner of a thing, most of them are owned by Pakistanis. It did not just happen in one day. I want to believe that they got hold of information and most of them migrated. And Indians, oh my goodness, they are so fond of helping their people. But when it comes to Nigerians, no way. Oh, you must be calling them sir and madam. That's what they want. But to help, no way. Now, down to even in this country, let's say your friend, your classmate, secondary school classmate, uni classmate is coming into the UK, and you all know that it's very difficult to get accommodation now. It's just sometimes it's not just helping them, or when they come around, even if they have where to stay, you can easily just take them around, because it can be really depressing when you migrate alone. Nigerians don't like doing this, and it just needs to stop. Another habit that also needs to stop is shouting on the phone while on the road. I get it. We are loud. We are noisemakers. I understand. Some Africans, you will see them on the streets. We know ourselves. When you see your fellow African, you will know, even if not Nigerian, but you will know that this person is from Sudanese, or this person is Ghanaian, Cameroon. Even from the accent, you will know that this person is an African, right? Even though I know that there are some people, like for instance Caribbeans, they look like us but they are not Africans, if you get the point. But you will know this is an African, especially Nigerians. You just see them on the road speaking Yoruba, some people be shouting, Ibo, Isigini, wetin you talk? I bet if I come there and I still making it on the road, like literally walking the street, and the person is shouting, and you're like, can you be decent? Can you just be decent? Can you just, God, like, it is annoying, guys. It is. You don't see British people do this. You don't. It's not about class now. It's just you knowing the right thing to do. In the bus, for instance, you come in the bus and somebody is answering call, a personal call, for instance, about work, and the person is in the bus and talking loudly. This service user now did this to me. Then my manager now said, but you're in a bus and you're answering. Like, do you know who is? Or you don't even know who is listening. Nah, we need to wisen up. Another habit that we Africans need to drop is lateness. Like, you have a party. In fact, this is my table. For instance, my baby shower, we put 2 p.m. and my baby shower started, I think, at 4 or so. But it now lasted till I think 9 p.m. People didn't even want to go. Like, it was so much fun. And this is my table. But yeah, the most is that I don't go late to work and all that. But when it comes to functions, I can go late. And I'm talking to myself now. It needs to stop. Melissa, you need to stop going late. And you too, if you're an African and you're watching me, you need to avoid African time. African time is so bad. It's a very bad culture to bring all the way from Africa to the UK. Like, there's an event of 12 p.m. for instance, and you're landing there 3 p.m. Like, it doesn't even make sense, and it needs to stop. Yeah, all of us, we need to stop it. Another bad habit we also need to stop is attending parties with no gifts. Guys, like, that thing is so embarrassing. Myself, I don't like buying gifts. I don't know how to buy gifts because most times I don't know what to buy. I'm the kind of person that sends money more. Like, I'll just say, okay, send me your account number. Then I send you money, or I send you gift card, because I don't want to remember I'll buy something with my hand-earned money and it will not be useful to that person, right? And I don't think it's appropriate to just ask the person, like, what do you think I should get for you? I don't know, Sha, but me, I just like sending money or gift card, right? But some Africans, they bring that mentality of not wanting to share. Like, you attend somebody's parties or you go to somebody's house, you eat the person's food, you do everything. You not come with your own food or anything, or not even a gift or nothing. You go there, you eat, and you dust your leg, you dust your nyash, you wear your slippers, and you go back home. Are you kidding me right now? Like, see, really needs to stop. We need to develop the habit of gifting people. We need to start being givers. It's not nice. Like, you guys, it needs to stop. Now, this table, you see this table, let's just scatter it, as in, let's break it. See, Africans, see, I know that God is good to us, God is merciful, because a lot of things are not working in Africa and we are still living, we are still thriving, right? Because I'm sure that if Indiocha, if Indio Oyibo, if Oyibo people, if they should come to Africa, most of them will not even be able to thrive. But yeah, we are standing tall. But see, if something good happens to you, if you get a job, if you get admission, if you get UK visa, Canada PRO, Australia visa, like, if you get something, don't come on social media. You use yourself to announce it though, on your WhatsApp status or Instagram or YouTube. You come out there and you announce, oh, this has happened to you. Oh, glory be to God. God did this, God did that. And somebody asks you, how were you able to apply to this school? Because I've been trying to apply to this school and it's been so hard. How were you able to do it? Can you just share with me? But it's like, I just did my best, Sha. I just entered the website and did my best. To be honest, at the end of the day, it's God. It's just God that did this for me. Like, we know it's God, but you did something. God did not just, you were not sleeping and then God gave you the admission, or you were not sleeping and you were able to get a job. You're not sleeping and you're able to get PRO in Canada. You did something. Tell us the process. How did you do it? Share that information. But no way. They'll say the Lord doing. It's God that did it. Oh, thanks be to. No, we know. Thanks be to God. But please share with us the practical steps. That needs to stop. If you ask a white person this question, the person will tell you in black and white, tell you how it is. If they want to share, if they don't want to share, they will say, oh, they're not happy to share. But if they want to share, they will share. Not you just being in the middle. It's God, it's the Lord's doing. It's marvelous in our sight. I trusted the Lord, and the Lord. We see religion. We hide a lot under religion. You see religion, we will use it to hide. To be hiding a lot of things. It needs to stop. Melissa is saying this. Thankfully, this is not my table, so that's why I'm coming out to say it with my full chest that this needs to stop. Then another table, another bad habit that we need to stop is forming accent. See, if you know me, you know that. You see this my accent. Some people call it Benin accent. So people say I have Igbo accent. I don't know. Whatever accent it is that I have, I've embraced it to my full chest. If you have Igbotic accent, be proud of it. Whenever I talk, people that know Nigerians always say, oh, this Nigerian lady, they already know, because it is my identity. I don't need to pretend. I don't need to form British accent. I don't need to talk for me, what for? I'm going to sound really stupid. Nigerians are so fond of this. Like, for instance, Ghanaians, right? You see them be their fellow Ghanaians on the road, and they will start talking, like using their normal Ghana accent to talk whatever slang that they speak in Ghana. They will say it there. Same as Pakistanis. Well, you know them already. If you meet a Pakistani, even a Pakistani that was born and raised there, that accent is still there. You can tell that, oh, this person is a Pakistani. Same as Indians, you can tell. But Nigerians, we too form. We need to stop. This one is mainly Nigerians. We do this a lot. You will see your fellow Nigerian, because you lived in the UK for probably 10 years, which, you know, if you came to the UK as an adult, even if you live here for 10 years, that accent, you know, go day. A lie. You know, go day. Like, you will meet yourself in a party where you go rap your pidgin accent. They have fun now. Like, just be yourself. Talk like a Nigerian that you are. You don't need to pretend, you don't need to form. But for where we go, the form, especially girls, they will be forming accents, and the thing will just they pain me personally. Like, this is to pain me. To me, it's a huge sign of inferiority complex, because if you don't have inferiority complex issues, you will be so proud. If you have Igbotic accent, you'll be so proud to express yourself with that. If you have Yoruba accent, you'll be so proud of it. You go talk like, what can you do? You already have the accent. So what's the point? Not trying to form something. Like, you're a media person, for instance. Let's say you're working with CNN or BBC. Okay, that way you have to try your best, but you just see your fellow Nigerian and you're already forming. I understand that when you see British people, sometimes you're tempted to speak like them so they can understand. They're not keep telling you pardon. That's different. I'm saying you're seeing your fellow Nigerian, your former classmate, your former church member, your former colleague, people jam here at a party, and then you're forming. I beg. If you do that to me, I'm just going to give you space. Like, I'll shift, because you're not being real, and I cannot identify with fakeness. I don't like people that are fake. Then another table that needs to be broken is jumping queues. God, like, why are we so impatient, Africans? Why are we so impatient? Like, for instance, here in the UK, if you're queuing at a petrol station or queuing in a grocery store to pay, even if a little child is in front of you, you have to wait for that child to pay before you go, because the child came before you, right? But sometimes we just want to outsmart people. Like, don't you start enter because you're in a haste, you have a shift to cover. In that situation, you can always ask. Like, for instance, let's say I'm in Aldi and I see someone with trolley filled with groceries, like really, really full, and I know it's going to take a while, and I know I'm in a haste, and let's say myself, I just will enter to buy just a piece of nappy or a piece of wipes, just something small. Most times I approach that, please, can I just go? And they understand, because they can usually see that you're just paying for 2 items. That's different. But not because you feel like, oh, this person's item is a lot and yours is small, and then you manipulate your way and go in front of that person. Like, most times, if the store assistant even catches you, they will embarrass you and tell you to go back. They won't attend to you. That's the good thing about that. So we need to start being patient. Very, very important. Basically, cutting corners. This care assistant thing, for instance, some persons are not so patient enough to even organize their CV. I get lots of emails that, please, can I pay you to organize my CVs for me? Can I pay you to do my cover letters? But there are templates on Google. There are so many templates on YouTube that you can watch and form yours. But no, like, that lazy habit, cutting corners, shortcuts, guys. Like, we need to stop being impatient, to be very honest. Like, patience is a rare virtue. Another thing we need to stop is a habit of littering the environment. You came to the UK, Abby, for instance. You came to the UK. How did you feel when you entered the streets? It was all clean. You stopped by at the airport, everywhere smelling nice, not smelling Dettol and urine. You get into the street, everywhere is so clean. There are litter bins everywhere that you can literally just put your trash into. But no, that bad habit of littering the street. I was literally behind one guy that I don't know if he's Nigerian, but he's definitely African. This guy was eating chips. After eating the chips, he dropped this thing. See, you see litter bin, he literally dropped it and was going. Hi, the thing pain me, eh? I was like, why are we like this? Why? As in, who are you leaving it for? The good thing is that government has kept litter bins all around for you. What will it take you? Like, for instance, when it comes to rubbish, we have the black bin and the green bin. The green bin is for putting recyclables, while the black is for domestic waste. But put their green bin and you're seeing rubbish inside, and you're seeing decayed food, things that shouldn't be there, because we're just so used to breaking the law. We are not used to obeying the law. That's why I like it sometimes when I see UK government punishing some Africans that are very stubborn. Especially when I hear what happened, I'm like, good for you. If you refuse to get sense in Nigeria, when you finally find yourself in the obodo, that sense must come. But if you insist that you don't want to get that sense, you will get punished, and it is sweets me. Yes, it is sweets me. You guys, we need to stop. Also, another thing we need to stop is, we are so stubborn sometimes that when we should do the right thing, we don't do it. Another thing we need to stop is talking too much. I feel like we talk too much sometimes, like giving information that are not relevant. Like, it is just so, it's appalling. I really need to stop. I think I've addressed this in my last video, right? So I won't want to go over that again, but wherever we find ourselves, we need to learn to behave, guys. Like, we don't really, especially at work, we don't really need to, don't feel too relaxed at work, and then you start spilling and talking about the things you should say and things that you should not say. One of the work ethics, the work culture in the UK, for instance, is you have to always watch your back. You have to always protect yourself, so that anytime they call you, you can be able to defend yourself. Like, especially when you're documenting, when you're doing anything, make sure you're protecting yourself, you're watching your back, you're not leaving any loopholes. But Nigeria, sometimes we just talk too much sometimes, things we should say, things we should not say. Honestly, like, we need to be more calculative. I understand the fact that we are very expressive. Yeah, it's fine. Myself, I am very expressive. Even from the way I'm talking, you can tell that, oh my god, this girl, she's very expressive. Yes, I am, but I know when to be calm. That's the truth. I know when to be calm. I've learned a whole lot working in this country. Like, I've lived in this country for 4 good years, guys. This is my 4th year in the UK, and oh my god, 4 years is no beans. I have literally learned. I've clearly not lived in the UK for like a very long time, but these 4 years I've learned a whole lot. And one of the major things I've learned is always watch your back, always keep short, and try not to discriminate. Try not to, like, there's no point discriminating. If somebody comes to you and say, oh, I'm gay, I'm lesbian, well, it's fine. Don't come and start preaching. Another major attitude or behavior we need to stop is, guys, see, there is more to life than egusi, ogbono, jollof rice, Nigerian fried rice. There is more to life than that. We are so fond of talking down on other people's food. For instance, let's say you go to a restaurant and then you buy some food and you're like, what be this one now? This one be like jollof rice, so but no be jollof rice. Which kind of food be this one? Like, you can making remarks about other people's food. So there's some persons that can't stand the smell of our food. For instance, when you're making ofo onubu, they can't stand it, but you'll be priding in it. Ofo onubu, this is my native soup. Do you get it? But that is how they are also proud of their food. We don't have to talk down on other people's food. Like, for instance, in my house now, we eat mainly African food. Then my kids, I try to introduce British food to them, so when they go to school, they will not form my hand. You get the point? But yeah, myself and my husband, this year, one of our resolutions is that we're going to try out different food. We like Chinese anyway, but we're going to eat more of Chinese food, Turkish food, Indian food. You get all these restaurants, Jamaican restaurants. We're going to be going to these restaurants and just try out their food, just so we'll not be so embarrassed when we find ourselves in a country and there's no African store around there and they're like, hey, we are in trouble. Do you get the point? There are other foods that actually really taste. The fact that our taste bud is used to our food does not mean that other food is poison, and we should be less expressive when we try out other people's food. Like, very important. You guys, I hope you absolutely enjoyed this content. If you did, please give it a huge like and comment your thoughts in the comment section. What are the things that you think Africans basically should stop doing? Let's converse in the comment section, and of course I'll meet you there. You guys can always respond. Yeah. At this point, if you've not subscribed to my channel, guys, please subscribe to my channel, okay? And I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.